looking at a milepost marker. This is in kilometers. So it'll be approximately 800 miles that we have left to go to the end of the Alaska Highway. And as you travel along the highway, there's markers every mile. So it kind of gives you an idea. We also have a milepost book, which I'll show you later on. This is how you know kind of where you are. Cool. We're at Jake's Corners, and this is a gas station and restaurant area. Oh, you can't really see through there, but that's the swimming pool in there. Usually there's plants and stuff in the windows. Take a look around here at Jake's Corner. I guess the restaurant and the gas place is over there.
Oh, closed right now?
Now, this was named for Commander Jacobson. The Army Corps of Engineers camped here. And they were building the road across from here to Carcross. And that was when the Cannell Road pipeline was being put in. That's one version of why it got its name. The other one is an Indian named Jacobson camped here on his way to Carcross. So use your own version what you want.
Plus there's a road right across from here which goes out to Atlan, which is one of the mining camps here, which was established, I guess, about the same time as the big gold rush. It looks like it's maintained. It must be usable this time of year, I guess.
It didn't open to Atlan at the time. It just went to Carcross back in 1942.
That's the beginning of the Yukon.
Okay, there's the dam. And you know what? It's opening up too.
When you say how many miles to the ocean? Almost 2,000?
Yeah, 1,980 miles to the Bering Sea. This is the very beginning of the Yukon River. Hey everyone, we're going to cross the Yukon, the beginning of the Yukon. The Yukon River.
This is always kind of open right here on the current.
Look at it from up above here.
Up here.
Up from here, I'm going to shut off. There's an Indian village down here too. You can see some of the houses. There's only one crossing on the Yukon. Two crossings. One is at Dawson Creek, where there's a ferry, a free ferry that goes across.
Dawson City, you mean?
Dawson City, I'm sorry. And then the other one is on the Dalton Highway. There's a bridge that crosses the Yukon there. Now we're coming close to Whitehorse. Whitehorse became the capital of Yukon in 1953. Before that, it was in Dawson City. But because of its accessibility, that's why they changed it to Whitehorse. In 1955, when the road was built to Dawson City, the bridges were too low for the river steamers to come up as far as Whitehorse. So now, the last one came up in 1955, and the SS Kino is on display there, and you can take a tour of it. See, it's now like a tourist guide. Book I was telling you about. There's all the details of all the places. Gas, groceries, food, garages, tourist attractions.
It's a Bible.
Yeah, it's a Bible for the Alaska Highway and the approaches. We start using it right down at Washington. All right, this is the inside of the milepost. You can see right here where we said the Klondike Loop Road. And it just goes right down every mile where there's something of interest.
So it's a must if you come to Alaska.
We're coming down the hill to the little town of Champaign. So-called, they said, because a group of Jack Dalton's men got a herd of cows or cattle here, and they opened the bottle of French champagne to celebrate. Now it's a small band of Champagne Indians. Goes back to early 1904 and stuff, when there was a roadhouse here at one time. An old cabin. And coming around the corner here, you see their cemetery. And the cemetery has little houses built on top of the grave. And that's to keep their spirits warm. Thank you. Different. Well, that's Champagne, guys. Bob said that we should explain where the cattle came from, because the men celebrated bringing them up. Well, we read up, and apparently they came up from Haines, Alaska, on a pack horse trail, and come as far as this point, and they're on their way to Dawson City. So this would have been like the halfway point. So that's how the cattle got here, most likely by ship to Haines. Probably from Seattle. That was a good bump. Don't those mountains look like they're getting colder?
It's snowier.
Snowier. Out that way is the pass we have to go over, the Kluane Pass. That's what you call snowbirds. That's what we're called, too.
Yeah, snow bunting.
They leave in the fall with us, and they're coming back with us, too. That's how the Alaskans that leave Alaska get known as snowbirds. Looking out on Kluane Lake. Kind of snow showers over there. The road actually follows these mountains on the other side. That's where we're going. I doubt if we're going to see no sheep up there on the hill. Usually we do every year.
How long is Kluane Lake?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I gotta look it up. Well, I'll look up the information. Closer to that mountain now. Usually we'll see sheep right up in there, but Bob said they probably bedded down, or they could be down lower to the road.
The trouble is right now, it's all white. You can't pick it up.
Yeah.
White.
Looking across here, you can see the yellowish grass and stuff, and where that ice is around that island. Boy, that's usually a prettiest shade of turquoise. When it's water, not ice. There's the road going around that corner there. Sometimes the sheep are over this area too. Here is an ice pressure ridge on the lake. You explain that, Bob.
Well, it's just the ice builds up in ridges across the lake because the pressure is so great, it has to give somewhere. And of course, these are big lakes, you know, it's 5, 6, 7 miles across and what, 30, 40 miles long. So as it expands, it has to push up somewhere. Sometimes we've seen these things 8 or 10 feet in height.
Yeah, remember that one year?
Of course, that ice is probably 3.5, 4 feet thick. So
We've been traveling for what, probably an hour and a half.
yeah, about 100 miles of these goddamn roads that are all broken up, frosty.
We're hoping to make the border tonight, but we might. It be that much further. Probably get there around 7. It's about 20 past 6 now. Maybe 7:30. This rate. Road's still rough. Border's coming up on top of that hill. It's a couple minutes after 7. made it, but we'll be camping tonight.
Okay, here's the borderline she wanted to get. Apparently all the line, the whole border between Canada and the United States is cut like this.
Alaska.
Just Alaska?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you say so. Mark it right here.
There's a 20
Makes it
foot.
official?
Well, it says 20-foot swath, and it was built from 1905 till 1920. It took the
Mean it was
surveyors.
cut.
It took the surveyors that long.
Okay, there's a memorial there of some kind. All right, here we go, into Alaska.
Coming up to the border. Oh, just left the Border Patrol. We are now in Alaska.
We'll have to figure out the mileage over the highway.
I hope you've enjoyed your passenger side ride up through the Alaskan highway, and we'll kind of figure out how many hours it took us and how many hours you've seen of it.
Now we're in Alaska, we get on some decent road.
Well,
Most of it.
most of it.
So, 93 miles.
So, this is March 12th. We left at 5:45 this morning. And we're still about 200 miles from home. And there's the moon coming up over the mountains, or going down over the mountains. There's the Alaska mountain range from there.
Still 175.
And this land out here is the Indian land, and it's called the land of 1,000 ponds. You can see them all. Now, on the road again.
We just podcast, folks, and we paid $1.45. Boy, that was cheap. After paying over $2 a gallon all from Canada. Wonder what it'll be in Delta. How much?
20 miles of it.
20 miles out of Coke, the Alaskan range. Still on the Alaska Highway. It's been down to 10 below.
Back to normal.
Yeah. Pretty. Coming into Delta.
So easy to do. Sit there and go. Sit. And you don't know if it was a wife or a single or a husband.
Well, man. End of the Alaska Highway. Mile 1422. Delta Junction, Alaska. Now we've given you 3 hours of a tape approximately of a 2,070-mile trip. That was from the Washington border. Hope you've enjoyed it. Now we'll go to Larry Monica's. Over there.
Oh, anyway.
Now the work begins to go in.
Wide enough.
He's riding down there.
People get bias.
There's Mount Deborah up in the background there, and there's... Hey, don't look too bad this year. There's the road to the place.
Walked in, looks like.
Somebody's walked in.
A moose.
Hopefully it was a moose, maybe Rex decided we would be coming home pretty soon.
We are there.
Made it.
Jacob's mother, graceful as a moose. Looks like somebody's cross-country skied in here, so he's got look like a trail pathway anyway. This is the easy path going downhill. As you look at the road going in, just a few moose tracks. She didn't walk in a right straight line, is the only problem. His mother's still right behind. Whoops. There she is. She's coming. That's nice and crusty there, ain't it? Well, see if we can make that next hill. It's gonna be the fun. Well, we get down here. There's mother heading for the front door. I can't wait to get in and chase the mice out. Look at the moose bed right there, and there's another running right in front of her.
Oh, it's right here.
Yeah, well, why not? Shelter from the wind. The roof is still up. Looks like the roof on the shop is still there. The doors are sitting there. The old love is sitting there, and there's a snow machine right underneath that pile. Ready to go. Well, we can figure out later on. After we get the dozer going, maybe get plowed out. Look at the mountains.
We're home.
We're home. Now if we remember to bring the... Did we bring the key in this time?
What?
Did we bring the key for the house this time?
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't have to climb through the window again like last time.
There's a bandit right there.
Yeah. Look. Mother's made it to the door. Look at these moose beds. One right there, another one right there, another one over there. So I guess the old cow with a calf, they decided to sleep right here for a couple of times. Now, see if we get the old dozer going, once we get the generator going. Warm that block up.
Well, we've been in for part of the afternoon. I have no idea what time it is. This is my job, getting all the snow, getting it melted. Already got it a little bit melted. Get a fire going. And some more buckets ready. And that barrel in the back there with the green cloth on it has to be filled with water. But everything was fine in the house. Kind of nice. I don't see any mice turds. Not yet anyway. They're probably all in the root cellar. But we're home. Started looking at the mail here. So that's some more to bring in. But I'm going to go out and see where he is. He's been out plowing the driveway. Finally got the bulldozer going. Here's the gate we shut in fall. We have a lock. I can hear him, but maybe I'll walk over a little further. I don't want to get run over. Almost up to the hill, top of the hill. Thing is, with the snow, it's a very fine corn silk snow. So it just kind of falls over. Makes it kind of hard to plow. To it. It's probably 2.5, probably 3 feet in some areas. Pretty deep. Hard to walk. Beautiful day. About 28 degrees. fascinating. Well, we've got it in this far. We did get stuck. Not really stuck, he just couldn't make the hill, so we had to use the dozer. So we pulled in this far. Now he's unhooking the trailer, and then he's going to bring the camper down. So we're in, all on the same day. You can say I still have no idea what time it is. It's probably 5:30, somewhere around there now. Well, anyway, we're here. Got a lot of plowing done, past the shovel. So we'll be settled for a couple days.
And we finally made it in, and got the camper in here, and here's the stove blazing away. At least one window's there. She started the stove, the other glass window cracked and split out of it, but that's all right. We don't worry about those things.
The cold, the heat against the cold.
And we look at that sunset over there.
Yeah, I'm ready to take a nice hot shower, wash my hair.
The weather's great. Got up to, no, probably 25 degrees today. It was really nice.
River's opening.
And we're home.
River's opening.
The river's opening.
Can you see it?
Well, there's a spot down there somewhere, which I can't take through the glass. But the street coming across here, so the water's already starting to overflow, and it's opening up. So we thought we'd get across here with a snow machine, but maybe next year.
But the clouds are moving in. Let it snow. We're home.
Yeah.
I don't care.
The East Coast is getting the snow.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
I'll see what happens tomorrow.
All right, we are home, but we want to show you the rest of the trip that we have taken. So remember, we went up around this Teslin, and we took pictures of Jake's Corner, and up through here, and that Marsh Lake in Tagish, and the beginning of the Yukon River, and through White Horse, and all the way to Kluane, and this is where we had snow coming up through Kluane area, Burwash Landing, and we did make it just across the border on the 12th, and then we still have 200 miles, yeah, it's 230 miles from the border to get home, so we left about 6:30 in the morning, or 5:45 in the morning, and we drove. We stopped in Delta, get our skis, and we came up here. And this is where we are now.
Home.
Home.
Hey, how much was the whole trip now?
Oh, it took us 50 hours of travel time up through here, and you probably have about 3 hours of tape.
That's going all the way through Canada, up in, well,
Yeah.
a couple 300 miles of Alaska.
I think we figured 2,070 or something, 2,000 miles.
Oh, that ain't too bad.
Yeah.
All right, so write that word down right there. It's near Kentucky. No, map. E-R.
All right. How do you spell it?
You should. First after Cumberland. At the end of the D, right? Land. Yep. And now what am I looking for? Number 3. What is the name of the basin That is a river. Maryland